There was a young beautiful girl named Sarah. Sarah was only 13 years old when she left her quiet village in southeast Nigeria. She was a beautiful, calm, and respectful girl, raised by her grandmother after her parents died in a road accident. The family had little to eat, but they had love and discipline. When Sarah was sent to Lagos to become a housemaid for a family, her grandmother prayed for her and gave her a small Bible, saying, "No matter what happens, always remember who you are." The compound was large, painted cream and brown. There were 2 cars parked outside. That was the day Sarah first arrived in Lagos. She wore a faded green dress and rubber slippers. Her eyes were wide with wonder, but her heart was heavy. Her uncle had just dropped her off at the gate and left quickly. As she walked into the compound, a woman with sharp eyes and red lipstick opened the door and looked at her from head to toe. "You are the new girl?" she asked. Sarah nodded quickly. "Come inside." She was shown a small space behind the kitchen where she would sleep. There was no bed, just a mat and a small bucket. Her first task was to clean the sitting room. While the family sat and ate fried rice and chicken, Sarah was told to sit in the corridor and wait. She had not eaten since morning. Her stomach growled, but she kept quiet. When the family finished eating, she was called to carry the plates and wash them. Then Bimbo gave her a small piece of leftover chicken and cold rice. "This is what you'll eat every evening if you behave well," she said. Sarah said, "Thank you, Ma." The next morning, Sarah woke up by 4 a.m. to begin her duties. She swept, fetched water from the tap, washed clothes, cleaned the toilet, and started cooking breakfast. The same routine every day: clean, cook, wash, repeat. She was not allowed to sit on the couch or watch TV. She could not eat with the family. She ate on the kitchen floor. Sometimes, at night, she would cry into her pillow, but she remembered her grandmother's words, "Always remember who you are." Even with all the work, Sarah was curious. She loved learning. One evening, while throwing away old newspapers and books, she found some torn textbooks. She began reading them secretly after everyone had gone to bed. One night, Dorcas caught her reading. "You. Reading book. Who will pay for your brain?" Dorcas mocked. Sarah smiled gently and replied, "Maybe one day, God will." Dorcas laughed so hard and walked away. 4 years passed. Sarah was now 17. She had served the family faithfully. She had cooked for them, cleaned their mess, raised their children, and endured insults without complaining. Then, one day, Femi told her, "You will return to your village this weekend. We don't need you anymore. No thank you. No money. No certificate. No promise." She packed her things, said goodbye to no one, and entered a bus back to her village. Her heart was heavy, but she refused to cry. Back home, her grandmother hugged her tightly. "Welcome home, my child," she said. Sarah began farming with her grandmother. She sold vegetables, helped children with homework, and continued to read any book she could find. Slowly, she saved money. She applied to a polytechnic in Ochi, Edo State, and was accepted. She studied business administration and made an upper credit in her OND. She didn't stop. She returned for her HND and graduated with a distinction. With the little money she had, she started a small local food brand. She made gari, palm oil, and yam flour. She branded them well and began selling in markets and online. Her business grew quickly. Then, she started exporting raw food to neighboring countries. In 5 years, Sarah became one of the leading agro-entrepreneurs in southeast Nigeria. She earning her own money. She saved, and after a while, she built her own mansion. Later, she bought a brand new Jeep. Few months later, Sarah got married. Her wedding was grand, beautiful, and filled with joy. One day, while scrolling through social media, she saw a post. The Femi family was launching a foundation and looking for sponsors. Something in her heart told her to call. She used her married name. They were excited to invite her, not knowing who she was. On the day of the event, Sarah arrived wearing a white lace dress, with gold jewelry and her hair in a neat bun. People turned to look at her. She looked graceful and powerful. When she walked into the hall, the Femi family saw her. Dorcas blinked. Femi gasped. Bimbo froze. Sarah walked to the stage with a warm smile. 25 years ago, she said, I served your food in silence. Today, I came to serve your future with love. She handed them a check of 30 million Nigerian nairas. This is not revenge. It's remembrance. Because the girl you ignored grew in grace. The hall went silent. Dorcas wept. Femi and Bimbo fell to their knees, begging her. We are sorry, they cried. Please forgive us. Sarah hugged them and said, I forgave you long ago. Dorcas ran to her and hugged her tightly. Please forgive me, she said. Sarah turned to their grandmother and whispered, the table I once wasn't allowed to sit at, God gave me the tools to build my own. She didn't come to repay pain. She came to rewrite history. Because sometimes, the girl they made to eat in the kitchen returns to fund the banquet. Life is a teacher. Treat people with respect. Because everybody is somebody. Sarah was once the girl who slept by the storeroom and ate leftovers on the kitchen floor. She was mocked, rejected, and treated like she didn't matter. But she chose kindness over bitterness, hope over hate, and purpose over pain. Years later, she didn't come back with revenge in her heart. She came back with love, grace, and a 30 million Nigerian nairas check, not to repay evil, but to rewrite the story. She forgave. She gave back. She inspired. Because the girl they didn't let sit at the table, built her own, and invited them in. If you were in Sarah's shoes, would you forgive the Femi family? Would you give them the 30 million Nigerian nairas? What lesson did you learn from this powerful story? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, but don't just watch, be part of the story. Like this video. Share it with your friends and family. And subscribe to this channel for more inspiring stories that touch the heart and teach valuable lessons. Because remember, everybody is somebody. And how you treat people today might be your tomorrow's testimony. Thanks for watching. See you in the next story.